Hello guys, today we are going to see together how to load and unload the Minolta X-300, which can also be called the Minolta X-370 in some markets. So first thing that you will want to do is that you will want to put a battery inside of your camera and you will want to turn it on because we will need to be able to shoot, to be able to load the film inside of this camera, and you will obviously need your film. In this case, we will use a film that is 400 ISO, which is a very important number that you will need to remember later from yours. So every film has different ISO, remember this one. When you are here with your camera, put this aside, you will want to put this one up, which will allow you to open the back. So you open back, here we have a little paper with note about this camera, which we will not need, and we will want to put our film inside. So to put it inside, you will put this one up. As you can see, the teeth are going up, which will allow you to put your film, and you will want to put it back down to lock it in. Once it's locked in, you will take this little teeth and you will go until here. The game will be now to lock it inside of the little teeth that are there to make sure that it stays stuck. So you will go with it and you will just put it inside to lock it in. Here it goes, that's locked in mine. So you want to put it at the very end of this one, and you want the little black teeth to be inside of the holes of your film. Secondly, you will crank your film, you will shoot it, you will crank your film again, and you will shoot it. That should make your film flat and tighten in this area, which means that we are correctly loaded. So at this point, we'll close back the camera. First thing that we'll do is to set the ISO. So as we saw before, this film has a 400 ISO. How to set it? You have a little ring that is here. You will just turn it by pushing this button and go to 400. In my case, if yours is 100, you set it to 100. So you push this little button, which allows you to freely turn this one, and you set it to your ISO, and it should sit in place. Secondly, we shot some shots before to be able to make it flat and tighten, but we need to make sure that it's really ready to shoot. So as you can see here, we are not yet in the one. So we load it one more time, we'll shoot, we load it one more time, and we will shoot. It should bring us back to one, which is our first shoot. Secondly, so the camera is ready here, you can shoot. But one more check that you want to do from, let's say, the 4 or 5, you want to make sure that when you load the camera, this one is turning. If it's not turning, it means that it's not turning inside. If it's not turning inside, it means that it didn't attach well this side. And if you keep shooting everything without having it locked correctly here, you will basically have a blank roll because you will be shooting nothing. So that's very important that you check that it's turning. From the 5th, it's okay. In the factory, there can be some space inside of the canister. So the first one can be not too tight and it can go without turning, but after that, it should be turning. So basically, we have set the ISO, we have loaded our film. Our camera is ready to go, so you will go, you will shoot whatever you want to shoot, so you will keep going, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. As you can see, it's turning every time that I shoot, as it should, and as I told you. So, you should reach a certain number, which is the number of shoot that you have in your film. Sometimes it's 24, sometimes 36. When you reach it, 2 ways to know. First, you have the number here. And secondly, there is one moment where you'll see you will not be able to load your film more. It means that you basically reach the very end of your film. You don't want to force it, because if you force it, you may break your film, and then that's the end. If it's broken, it can't go back inside of the canister. You'll not be able to open the camera to salvage it. Everything is done. So when you finish it, when you reach it, just stop. To unload your film, you will need to turn the camera. You will need to push this little gray button, which will allow your film to turn freely inside. You'll put this one up, you'll see that there is a little arrow. The arrow is meaning that you need to go this way to be able to unload your film. So that's what we'll do. And we'll feel when we turn that there is something mechanical happening here, which is basically our film going back inside of the canister. So you keep turning, you turn, you turn, you turn, until you will feel some resistance. The resistance is the end, so I just felt it now. Like now it's very free to go. It means that basically my film is back at the canister. When you feel the resistance, do a last little hit so that it disattaches from here, it goes back inside of the canister, and in your case do 2-3 times more so it goes fully inside of the canister. In my case, I will not do it because I want to take back this film without having fully inside. to be able to reuse it, and that was a big jump. Basically, the film is ready. That's the part that you want to go inside when you will do 2-3 times more of the turn. Mine, once again, I don't want it because I want to be able to use this film, which is my dummy film, to try the cameras. When it's unloaded, you will put it back inside of its canister and you can bring it to the lab to actually develop it. You close it back and you're ready to load your next film, so you can come back at the beginning of this video and you're ready to go. So as a reminder, set the ISO, put the film correctly, make sure that this one is turning, and it will be a happy day. You will be happy with your camera and you'll have nice shots. Have a good day, guys, and enjoy to shoot.